need you to take my drink.
Now who you calling off to?
You.
I'm gonna punch you in the face so fast.
Touch my drink.
Yes, sir. You and your wife are very happy in that new home. I just know it. I'm sure it is.
Good morning. How are you today?
Okay, I guess. Are you going to kill me?
Of course not. And what's your name?
I'm Joe Biggs.
Joe Biggs. Relax. Relax, Joe. What do you do for this fine bank, Mr. Joe Biggs?
I'm one of the tellers here.
Good. My associates and I would like to make a little withdrawal from your bank. You think you could help us with that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very good. What I'd like for you to do is gather up all the money in the bank and put it in those bags.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And Joe, don't try to be a hero or anything. I'd be quite disappointed if I had to shoot someone today.
No, I'll do anything you want. Just please, please don't shoot me.
Doing a good job, Joe.
Thank you.
Real good job.
Thank you.
Tell me something. You got a family?
Yes, sir.
Wife and kids or anything?
I have a wife and 2 little boys.
Well, you're gonna have quite a story to tell your wife and kids. And your grandkids, too, for that matter. That is, if God sees fit to grant you that blessing.
Is there anything else I can do for you today, sir?
No, Joe, you did fine.
Thank you.
You did a good job.
Thank you.
As a matter of fact, for doing such a good job, here's a little something to show our appreciation.
Oh, wow! $100! Thank you, Mr.
It's Matthew. This here's John. That's Mark. And that's Luke. And Joe, you tell everyone not to follow us. As you know, we're Ghost. Ghost of the Civil War. Bullets go right through us. We can't be captured. And we can't be killed. So you tell everyone not to follow us so they won't get hurt. Okay, Joe?
Yes, sir. I mean, Matthew. I'm sorry. Bank is closed. Thank you for coming today.
Let's get that money buried. Make sure you put a rock on top.
How much do you think we got this time?
I don't know, but it's the best we've ever done.
That's good. When do you think we'll have enough?
No telling. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. I didn't think we'd make it this far.
You boys gonna keep jawing all day? Give them the money. Hole's ready. Don't forget to take out the $400 we're gonna need for expenses.
Why don't we take out 800? Considering everything we've been through, don't you think we deserve it?
Don't get greedy. We're doing this for a reason and a purpose. And I ain't got no intention of losing my soul over being greedy. Do you?
Well, guess that settles that question.
Yeah, I guess it does.
All right, boys. Let's get out of here before anyone sees us. Did you hear something? No, I didn't hear anything.
I don't know. Let's get out of here.
Well, like you said, Matthew, we got a ways to go and it's getting dark.
All right, let's go.
Extra, extra! Read all about it! Ghostly horsemen have struck again! Extra, extra! Read all about it! Ghostly horsemen have struck again!
You think we heading our way?
I suspect they're already on their way. They just robbed a bank only 2 days' ride from here, and we're the next closest town.
So when do you think they're going to try to rob the bank?
I'm expecting them any day now.
So what are we going to do about it?
Nothing we can do. They're ghosts. Besides, they haven't killed anyone that I know of so far.
Do you think the Four Horsemen will come here to rob our bank?
Oh, God forbid, I hope not. I heard they can't be killed and bullets go right through them.
Then they really are ghosts?
When I was at the general store the other day, I overheard two men talking about them, and they said the Four Horsemen are ghosts from the Civil War. They go from town to town robbing banks and killing anyone that gets in their way.
What else did they say?
They said that when they kill people, they take away their souls.
How could they do that?
They're ghosts, that's why. And I also heard their horses are ghosts too.
Why are they robbing banks and stealing people's souls?
It's because they were brutally murdered by soldiers.
Oh, heavens, Marie, is there any way to stop them?
No one knows. They can't be killed, and they can't be caught.
Why can't they be caught?
When I overheard those men talking, they said the posse had them trapped once, and then they just disappeared, vanished like a wisp of smoke into the night.
Maybe the good Reverend will know what to do.
That's a good idea. Let's go see what he has to say.
Did you hear what those ladies were saying?
Yeah, do you think the ghosts will come after us?
Nah, I don't think so. We're just kids. But you know what I heard?
No, what?
What'd you hear? I heard that they caught one of the Four Horsemen and tried to hang him.
What happened?
I heard when they slapped the horse to hang the horseman, he and his horse just disappeared into thin air. The only thing left was an empty noose swinging in the air.
That's not true. You're lying. Besides, I heard they can't be caught.
You know what else I heard? That when they ride into town to rob a bank, they always take a little kid with them out of town.
Why'd they take a little kid?
So they have something, someone, for dinner. Don't you know?
No what?
Like go see little kids for dinner.
That's not true. You're just trying to scare us. Yeah, you're lying. You're just trying to scare us.
It's the truth, it is, I tell you.
It ain't that I'm scared, mind you. I'd face any man or men to protect this town and the people living here. But I ain't going up against any ghost. Or ghost for that matter.
When they come here, I'm gonna run and hide. And you should do the same. That is, unless you want to be eaten by a ghost.
Let's find a good place to hide from the ghost.
Yeah, let's find a really good place to hide.
I know the perfect place. Follow me and I'll show you.
Good morning, Mr. Jarvis. How are you?
Good morning, Mr. and Mr. Smith. How are you today?
We're just...
Good morning! How y'all doing on this fine day? Oh, it's okay. Relax. Breathe. Relax and breathe. Oh, I apologize. No, you're doing real good now.
Thank you.
Relax.
That's much better. Thank you. Are you gonna kill me?
Of course not. What is your name?
I'm Donald. Donald Jarvis. Jarvis.
Well, Donald Jarvis, I like you. And I would never think of killing you. I might suck out your soul through your nose, but I would never kill you.
What can I do for you?
Well,
Donald, my fellow ghosts and I are here to rob your bank. Can you help us with that?
Yes, sir, Mr.
Oh, I'm sorry, Donald. I do apologize. Where are my manners? My name is Mark, and it is indeed a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Please allow me to introduce you to my associates and, fellow ghosts. This here is Matthew.
Donald, my pleasure.
This is John.
Nice to make your acquaintance.
And this here is Luke.
Pleasure's all mine.
Now let's gather up all the money and put it all in a few bags. We'd be very much obliged.
Yes, sir. Right away. Right away.
All right, there you go.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
That's it. Hey, you're doing real good. Just bring them on over here.
Oh my gosh.
There we are.
Oh my gosh.
There we are.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Donald.
Oh my gosh.
Donald. Donald, slow down. It's okay. You know? kind of feel like we've been friends since we was little kids. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, I kind of do. Does that mean you're not gonna suck out my soul?
That's right, Donald. Not today. In fact, you know what? You've been doing such a great job helping us out that I think you ought to deserve a little $100 bonus.
Oh, I couldn't accept it. I would get fired.
Donald, look around you. Everyone in here is scared to death and hiding their faces on the floor. No one would know that I gave you a little extra money. It'll be our little secret, okay?
Oh, okay. Me and the missus, we sure can use the extra money.
Well, you earned it, Donald. Well, I guess it's time we best be going. It sure was nice getting to know y'all today, and we hope that you have a splendid rest of your afternoon. Well, just think of the stories that you will be able to tell the rest of the town, and the stories that you will get to tell your children and your grandchildren. You know, not everyone can say that they've been robbed by ghosts. Good day.
Hello in the camp.
Who's there?
My name is Jim Flanders. I was sent here to meet you. May I approach?
Come on over. Welcome.
My name's Matthew. This here's Mark. This is John. Back here, this is Luke.
Care for a cup of coffee?
Yeah, a cup of coffee would be real good just about now. Much obliged.
Who sent you to meet us here?
Glenn Carpenter. He ordered me to meet you here, and he said you had something for me to take back to give to him. And that's all I know.
Do you believe in ghosts, Jim Flanders?
Ghosts or no ghosts, I'm here on orders. What I believe don't mean nothing.
It doesn't bother you to be sitting around a campfire with 4 ghosts and that any one of us could suck out your soul at any time?
During the war, I saw things that, well, let's just say that sitting around a campfire with 4 ghosts that could suck out my soul is the least of my worries.
Well, that's just fine. We say we get down to business.
What have you heard about us?
Well, I've heard that you're ghosts. The 4 horsemen rob banks. I heard the bullets pass right through you. And you can't be killed because you're already dead.
Do you know why we rob banks?
No, but I think I'm fixing to find out.
Luke, tell him everything.
Well, it all started back in the war. 4 of us were fighting for the South. There was a munitions fire one night back at camp. A lot of our boys got trapped in there, so naturally we went inside and tried to help them. We got a few out too, but we lost a lot of good men that night.
We were all severely burned. We could all died that night, but somehow we stayed alive.
At first, they called us heroes for what we did. That is, until they found out how the fire got started.
Turns out that some private who was guarding the munitions got drunk on duty. He passed out and dropped a cigar, and that's what started the fire. He just ran away.
The fire raged on, and many of our men were trapped by it.
We didn't know each other at all. We just ran in and tried to save as many people as we could.
Like John said, we got burned. We found out later that the private who started the fire had a rich daddy. There was a cover-up, and we got blamed for the fire and for the deaths of everyone who died in it.
We were accused, tried, and found guilty of starting that fire. The only reason we didn't hang is a few good men actually knew what happened. So on the day of our court-martial, we had our death sentences commuted to a dishonorable discharge.
They stripped us of everything. Our ranks, our positions. They took everything we had. They even denied us medical treatment.
When we returned home, we were treated as cowards and traitors by our friends, our families, and our wives.
Even our kids believed the lies. The looks on their faces was unbearable. They hated us. They were ashamed of us.
No one believed their story. They only believed the lies that the army told. The only thing we had left was each other.
As the war came to an end, so many came back, wounded, shot up, sick, hell. Some were barely alive.
All the men, north and south. They did so much for the cause, and they were treated in the most vile and despicable ways. They were just thrown aside and forgotten. And if the war didn't kill them, the trip home, it soon would. And it wasn't just like that in the South. It was like that in the North as well.
We decided to do something to make a difference. We decided to rob banks and give the money to our wounded and crippled and their families. But not just the soldiers from the South, soldiers from the North as well.
With our faces so badly burned, people knew who we were. Matthew came up with the idea of these masks.
Everybody says that you're ghosts from the Civil War, that you ride and rob banks only for revenge.
Which brings us to why you are here.
And why is that?
You're here to get the money we stole from the bank and give it to Carpenter. He'll make sure the money gets to those who need it.
Only a few know the truth and our secret, and if you even think about telling anyone, we will suck out your soul, and we can do it anytime and anywhere.
You got no worries for me, and you never will have. So, you boys really are ghosts? I heard that your horses is ghosts, too.
Well, I guess there's no more reason to keep these damn masks on.
Ghosts, men, villains, or heroes. Is there anything I can do to help you?
We want you to give the bags of money we give to you to Glenn Carpenter. He'll know what to do.
It will be an honor and a privilege to be of service to you and to the wounded soldiers who need the help. Can I ask one favor?
It better not be for a cut of the money we stole.
No. That money is destined for a different purpose. I'm not worthy to take a single dime.
Then what do you want?
Well, I'd kind of like to have one of them masks that you're wearing. If you have an extra one to spare.
Why do you want one of our masks?
Hell, I can't quite put my finger on it, but I got a feeling I'm gonna need one of them.
Luke, get him a mask.
Matthew, are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I got the same feeling as he does, that he might be needing it.
All right, whatever you say. You better know what you're doing. Here you go.
Thank you. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Much obliged.
Hey, Johnny, still got that whiskey?
Yeah, I got that whiskey. Why?
I think it's rather obvious.
Why is that?
That it might be nice to have a touch of whiskey in the coffee right about now.
Yeah, a little whiskey sounds good about now. Because it's been a long day.
How about a toast?
What are we toasting?
To being of service to those who are in need. There is no calling, purpose, or duty greater than being of service to others, except for the privilege of serving God and being the instrument of His will.
Matthew, are you saying that us robbing banks and giving to the wounded is somehow God's will?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not sure if we're riding to serve God or if we're riding on our own, but one thing I do know, we're doing this for a reason and a purpose. It's up to each and every one of us to discover how to serve God. No one else can make that call.
To be in His service. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil, because Thou art with us.
To being of service.
Be of service.
Plus, we make about the scariest damn ghosts in the whole valley.
How did everything go?
Went just fine.
Did you see him?
Didn't get that close. They didn't say anything. I waited for them where you told me to. They just rode up and asked me my name.
Yeah, and then what?
I told them who I was. They just threw the bags at my feet. Never said another word and rode off into the night, disappeared as fast as they appeared.
And that was it?
That was it. Can't figure it.
You can't figure what, Jim?
Why do they do it?
Why? Come on, I'll show you why.
What is all this?
You just bring them bags that the horsemen give you and follow me. It's me, Glenn. Turn up the lamps. Give me one of them money bags.
They really must be the Four Horsemen. To risk their lives to do something like this.
I reckon it is a bit hard to swallow at first, ain't it?
I wasn't as honest with you in the beginning as I should have been.
Jim, I played you as well. So let's just call it even, shall we?
Agreed. Now, what else can I do for you?
Pass out some money. God knows these folks deserve it.
Be my pleasure, sir.
Thank you.
Well, looks like I'm taking lead on this one, boys. Where to next?
You're the leader on this one. You tell us.
Well, there's a town about 3 days' ride that way. Closest one with the bank.
I'm sure they'll be expecting us. Let's do it.
Well, if they're expecting us, don't you think we should be going the other way?
Maybe. But they might be expecting us in another town. They'll saddle up, head out and try to catch us. Leaving the town in the hands of the deputy.
Then I sure hope that's where they figure we'll be heading.
Of course they will.
And what, pray tell, gives you that idea?
How long we've been doing this. Because we're ghosts. Of course that's what they'll be figuring.
Yeah, and I sure hope you're right. Otherwise, we'll be riding straight into a trap.
This is getting to be way too easy.
You ain't kidding.
It's starting to make me uncomfortable at being this easy.
Well, Matthew, looks like you and Luke were a little bit mistaken earlier this morning.
I guess we were smarter than they expected us to be, or is it, we aren't as smart as we thought we were?
Hey, it was Matthew who did all the planning, thinking, and expecting. I just went along with it because it sounded good.
They most likely had traps set in the other town anyway, so being caught here don't make no difference.
So, how do we get out of this one?
Cover the windows and the doors. Give me a minute to think of something.
Street's empty.
Yeah, they was waiting for us all right. Whole backside is completely sealed off.
We could always run for it and try to shoot our way out of town.
No. If we tried that, we'd never make it out of town alive.
Hello in the bank! This is Sheriff Jack Cobb. You are completely surrounded. There is no way for you to escape. The way I see it, you got three options. One, you can surrender, and you'll get a fair trial before we hang you. Two, you can make a break for it. We'll gun you down in the street. Or three, will burn down the bank with you in it.
Well, that gives us 3 options to choose from.
Think we come up with a fourth?
Yeah, another option. That gets my vote. Because if we start doing things their way, we're gonna end up getting hung, shot, or burned to death.
We already know what it feels like to be burned.
Do we have a 4th option?
We need to stall for time. If we can hold out long enough, we might just have a chance. I figure we'll ride out of here in broad daylight. Just like we were going for a nice Sunday stroll.
Along the bank, it would be better and easier for all of us if you just surrender.
Yeah, that's right.
But if you want to make a fight of it and die, that's up to you.
Yeah.
We're ready and willing to do whatever it takes. The one thing you can count on is that your bank robbing days are over. And it ends here and now. So what's it gonna be?
Good morning, Sheriff! Looks like today is gonna be an interesting day.
My compliments on setting up such a good trap. We heard your options. However, we seem to be in a bit of a disagreement about what it is that we want to do. We're going to need 2 hours to make up our minds. It's obvious, Sheriff. We can't escape. You're holding all the cards.
All right. I'll give you 2 hours to make up your mind. But make no mistake, you make a fight of it, it'll be the last thing you ever do. Understood?
Understood! Thank you, Sheriff. You have our answer in at least 2 hours.
2 hours? What the hell is 2 hours gonna do except give us more time to think about how we're gonna die?
Look, we got 2 hours, so I suggest we focus on a plan on how we can get out of here alive.
We could always surrender and try to make a jailbreak.
Is that the best idea you come up with?
We're not going to surrender.
Then I hope you have a better idea.
Just keep an eye out. Make sure they don't try any tricks. In the meantime, we got to make the most of this and come up with a plan.
Hello inside the bank. Your 2 hours are up. What's it gonna be?
All right, Sheriff. We'll be out in just a few minutes.
That's it then? Just gonna give up?
Come out, one at a time. No guns. And with your hands held high in the air.
Well, gentlemen, it's been an honor and a privilege riding with you.
Likewise. I knew it'd have to come to an end sometime, but I just wish it would have lasted a little bit longer.
We ain't giving up and we ain't gonna surrender.
I can't let him get away.
Just be ready to ride when I give the word.
Now, how'd they get out of the bank?
I don't know. Go on.
All right, let's go.
Hold everything. We've been double-crossed. horsemen. They're the real horsemen, and they're getting away. Let's get to the horses.
Looks like they've seen us, boys.
Hello in the camp! This is Sheriff Jack Cobb! My compliments on the way you double-crossed us back in town. But this time, we ain't gonna fall for any of your tricks. You got 5 minutes to surrender, or we'll open fire!
I thought we shook that posse.
Well, obviously we didn't.
Well, I guess surrounding them's out. We could try to make a run for it or shoot it out.
Good evening, Sheriff. We thought we lost you back in the other town. We got some good coffee going if you're interested in coming up for a cup.
Much obliged for the offer. I had some coffee earlier. So what's it gonna be?
We're all out of options, Sheriff. We ain't gonna surrender. Perhaps you can surrender to us.
For a man who's gonna die soon, you sure do have a good sense of humor.
You're forgetting one thing.
What's that?
We're a ghost. We're already dead. Leave now and we'll let you live. If you don't, we'll come down and suck out your soul.
You think a bluff is gonna work like that?
Hell, it's worth a shot.
What the hell are we gonna do now?
We can run, but they'll eventually catch us. Or we can make a fight of it.
Yeah, take the fight to them.
Let's do it.
I'd rather die in battle than swing from a rope or get gunned down trying to run away.
It's settled then. We'll ride together. One last time. We're coming to suck out your soul, Sheriff! Run or die!
What in the name of Sam Hill's that gonna do?
Hell, I don't know. Maybe it'll scare them, run them off.
It worked before, might do it again.
Gentlemen, I'll see you on the other side.
We'll see you there. Did you have that one plan too, Matthew?
I wish I had.
Who were those guys?
I don't know, but they're heading towards that posse.
No, if we ride away, they're gonna die. We should help them.
No! They're doing this to protect us. It's not in their plan for us to help them.
Well, then what is their plan?
To stand, to fight, and to die so that we can get away. We best honor their sacrifice and hit the trail hard. Let's go.
Nick, move up careful, like. Check and see if they're dead. We got you covered. Go on, Nick. Turn them over. Turn them over. Let's see who these guys really are.
Where'd they go, Jack? I don't get it, Jack. Were these real ghosts?
Who knows? Maybe.
Did any of you guys see where they went?
I didn't see nothing. No. I saw where they went. I saw where all four of them went. Rode off in the darkness of the night. Disappeared right into thin air. Think any man can do something like that? No way. No way, I tell you. Only a ghost can do something like that. And you let the real ghost, the real four horsemen, ride off into the night. They'll be back. They will. I heard them. Did you hear them? Huh? I heard them. Heard them say so.
You're all crazy. There ain't no such thing as ghosts. This talk is all nonsense. Let's go home.